Dads of Erie.
That's right. It's episode 43. We're like really in our 40s now.
Our bones feel like they're in their 40s.
I can feel the weather changing.
Ooh, it's cold out there tonight, my friend.
Man, real cold.
Real cold. Man, I tell you what.
What?
I've had about 10 days off of work, and I go back tomorrow.
What?
Woo! Here it comes.
Yeah, that's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. Talk about feeling old.
Yeah, totally.
Like, wait, I have to work?
Man, I actually did a lot of awesome things over this break.
It sounds like you did.
But more importantly, I got our master bedroom up and running, painted. I dropped photos, a reading corner.
Wow.
Shiplap was involved.
Did you do your shiplap?
I used the color shiplap.
Nice.
Yeah. An agreeable gray.
Agreeable gray.
I mean, how many grays are there these days?
I don't know, because the other night we were having a discussion with friends, and they were all naming about 8 different grays. Like, oh yeah, that's the gray in our kitchen, or that's the gray in this room, or that's the gray in that room.
It's the tan of the...
Like the
2000s.
90s was all about tan, or like 2000s,
Yeah.
early 2000s was all about tans. Now it's all about grays.
It's all about grays now.
And in like 10 years, we'll be talking about tans.
Or greens.
That'll be
Moss.
nice. Yeah.
I want moss to come in.
Moss.
I like moss.
Or blues or something.
Yeah,
It's like
some
wallpaper apparently is making a comeback.
It is making a comeback. My neighbors have the Sherlock Holmes wallpaper.
Oh.
The cool...
See, I could see having something like that because it's kind of unique or different.
Yeah, so super cool.
But I feel like wallpaper is so permanent.
Yeah.
And I would think that anymore we have the technology to like print on a wall or something, or paint on a wall with a
that's
printer.
what
or something.
wallpaper is
I know,
now.
but then it's like permanent.
No, it's not permanent.
And then you gotta be scraping it.
Well, this stuff is new, so like there's no way it's going to be like the old wallpaper.
That's true.
You know what I saw the other day? This is really cool.
What?
It's a picture frame that actually you have a subscription to the company to get art, like from art galleries, put to your picture frame on your wall each month.
That's kind of cool.
So like you actually have legit art
Like
on your
legit
wall.
art, yeah.
So it's basically taking a TV, and the only purpose you can do is view artistic photos.
That's kind of cool.
How neat is that?
I wonder how much it costs though.
Well,
both the
it's
hardware and the software.
$600 for the hardware. That's expensive. And then $50 a month.
I feel like it's one of those things you could probably build. Like you could probably buy a decent TV, like smaller TV, and frame it out, and then like a Fire TV stick or
yeah, and play picture like famous art
whatever the
pieces
Google
on
version is. Yeah,
yeah, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty,
that's cool.
Like that's the newest thing that will be cheap someday. We'll all have it.
Yeah,
we'll all be looking at videos,
and you'll be able to like
our...
subscribe to like the Met, or whatever.
Yeah,
or like the Denver Art Museum, whatever they have on display.
I mean, everything's subscription now. Yeah. Everything. You don't buy anything anymore.
You don't actually own anything.
Yeah, how weird is that?
I saw one the other day. Like Xbox and PlayStation now are doing one where it's more of a payment plan than but they're selling it as a quote unquote subscription.
Okay.
So, and I want to say it wasn't too bad. It was like $30, $35, I think, a month.
Yeah.
And that included all the hardware and the games, and it was like unlimited games.
Interesting.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
But,
or
it was like unlimited certain games. Like it wasn't all like the new hot games. It was kind of like a back catalog.
Right.
But.
So we've dabbled in all the subscription TVs in the last 2 years.
Yes.
What would you consider probably the best one?
I think there are upsides and downsides to each one.
There's not a...
Because I feel like every time we talked about one, that was what we came to. It was like, there was like, okay, this works, and this doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Because like YouTube has a lot more channels, but it costs a lot more money.
Yep.
And it's not available on certain devices because they're in kind of a hubbub with Amazon. So if you're using Amazon devices, you can't watch it.
Which is ridiculous.
And like Amazon for a while wasn't available on Apple TV. So like they're all, it's like almost you end up with everybody's box to play their stuff.
Now our kids have them. Disney Now is up and running.
Is it?
Have you looked into it?
No, not yet. I knew it was coming, but
the app is out now on Apple TV.
But what I wish is that, and then like there was one like Sling. Sling is cheaper and it's more readily available app wise.
Yeah.
But they don't have nearly as many channels, and they don't do like the local channels because like one of the big things with YouTube TVs, they do like Channel 9, the local 9 news
Right.
or whatever.
So what would be your number one TV station you need?
My number one, if I could ideally do it, it would be like the Pac-12 network.
To get the Buffs?
Yeah.
Buffs basketball, football.
Buffs football. So I would, you know what I would almost do? I would rather pay for it like solo. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would pay 10, I would pay maybe not 10, like 8, $8 a month
I totally
just to
jam.
watch that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because I wouldn't watch it 90, because that's the only downside to it is I really would watch it for 1 or 2 games a week or whatever. I wouldn't be watching it all the time.
Yeah, no doubt. And it'd be one of those things that like be just sort of useful to have, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because then when you want to have people over to watch the game or whatever, and that's where I've been tempted. And the nice thing is a lot of them do month-to-month billing.
Right.
So you're not contracted in. So if there's some month where you really want to watch something that's going to be on a certain channel, just buy that month.
No doubt.
So,
we want to hear from you. What you consider probably the best subscription for TV in your household?
are we talking just live TV then?
Like live TV or
'Cause
like
there's difference
Disney
between
Now?
like
we know everyone has a Netflix or everyone shares a Netflix.
yeah, everyone has a Netflix. Yeah,
Yeah. Everyone has Amazon Prime. Like, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you're like the AOL guy who sells the AOL email. If you don't have 2-day delivery at your house, you're not living in 21st century.
Yeah, we've been getting some stuff like single day, like we not paying for single day delivery, but getting it in a day.
Yeah, you know why? Because they built the biggest building in Colorado next door to us.
Yeah, 2 exits down on the highway. Yeah,
That takes up a whole exit.
that's crazy.
It
Have you
is
seen
crazy.
how many trucks are coming in and out of there every day?
Man, it's
Ugh.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just want to hear from you. What's the best like subscription? My thing is ESPN. If I could get ESPN
If you could do a la carte ESPN
for $10 a month, I'd be the happy man.
See, the funny thing is, if you did like $10 a month, if you bought 2 channels like that, so say
Right.
you had to have ESPN and like your kids wanted Disney, you get to that point, you're almost at like Sling TV,
Almost.
like they're 25. So that's where they're kind of getting you.
That is true.
But
It's very true. And I don't want to watch Food Network. I am not a Food Network guy because if I watch it, I'm going to eat something. I'm like, I just get hungry. I get so hungry watching food shows. I could go and eat the biggest Chinese buffet that has French fries on the end of the buffet.
just because you watch Food Network,
But then the Food Network comes on and I still eat.
Yep.
That's what it does to me.
Yeah,
It just makes me eat.
that's true. It makes me hungry.
All right.
Just thinking about it now, I'm hungry.
Let's talk about the official Erie Football podcast.
Oh man, I went to the game last night.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't stay. I stayed through the half
How was the
because it
game?
got real cold, and my football watching buddy got a little cold.
Okay.
It was really good. At the half, they were 17-0. They ended up winning 34-0, I think.
Who'd they play?
Green Mountain, so down in Lakewood.
Okay. So you drove down there?
No, they were here.
They were here.
Yeah, because they're
home
like
field.
they're
Yeah.
the top ranked.
So how did they play last night?
Really good. Yeah, they were really good on the ground game. Was looking good.
Yeah.
Their pass game was a little weak. There was a few missed catches that I felt like, but I think some of that was the weather.
Yeah.
It was getting really chilly towards the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Because this storm that's now here, it was like blowing in. But defense looks strong.
Man,
Green Mountain made a few plays, but obviously not enough to make a touchdown. So
we've been undefeated this year.
you know the funny thing is we're ranked third.
Yeah. What is up with
in
that?
the playoff. It must be a schedule thing,
Oh, okay.
like strength of schedule or whatever they talk
Maybe.
about. So it's got to be something like that.
Because our team is awesome.
Yeah,
So when do they play next? Do you know?
I
Is
believe
it Saturday or next
it's
Friday?
going to depend on who they play. Because today, and I haven't checked since, is
Oh,
when
yeah.
all the other games are happening. So
Right.
it's going to depend on that.
Can we hope for a Saturday day game?
Well, that's the funny thing is they were the only ones that played last night,
Yeah.
and all the 3 other games that are in this quarterfinal
Yep.
or that are leading to the quarterfinal
Play today.
play today.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why couldn't we get a Saturday game?
Well, Durango we played Durango Saturday 2
Although-
weeks ago.
Maybe glad we didn't because
Yeah, but
last night was cold, but not nearly as cold as it was today.
and wet and the
gross.
conditions would have been
It would
worse.
have been worse.
Although our new field is awesome.
Yeah, that track looks sweet.
Yeah. Our school is doing it well right now.
Yeah.
And we're just cheering them on, hoping that we make a run to state.
It looks like we might.
Oh,
I mean, we're
man.
literally like we're womping on everybody.
The problem with going to state is it's going to be played somewhere really far away.
Or it could be here.
Could it?
Depending on who they face, because it's all seed based. Because they don't. Because in 3A they don't, like 4A, 5A they go play at like Mile High or Folsom or whatever. 3A they just play at the top seed.
So we could have it in our backyard.
We could have state playoff in our backyard.
Now that's legit.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's talk about something that you. It's Movember.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're watching RJ's progression of facial hair that happens every month.
Yeah. I shaved down to a goatee today.
Yeah. You made it for a beard.
I made 2 weeks. I made.
Hey, that's the longest you've
ever
made.
I made 17 days of beard.
That's the longest.
And then I shaved to the goatee, and
the mustache will come in a text of around 4 days from now.
Yeah, about a week from now, it'll probably all be gone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Movember. We're talking about home haircuts.
Yeah.
Now, you are a man who does home haircuts right now?
Occasionally.
For you or
it's been
for
a while
the fam?
for both.
Okay.
But today I got one. Mrs. RJ gave me one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Does it look good?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Hey, looks good.
Not bad. It's a buzz cut.
Yeah. Right. Like 2 guard.
You can't really screw it up. Yeah.
What do you think? You think home haircuts are worth it?
I have a story about home haircuts.
Uh-oh.
So once when I was a child,
this is gonna be good.
In my garage, my mother was giving me a home haircut, and she went after a wild hair above my ear, and all I hear was, and she goes, "Oops," and I went, "But oops, what do you mean, oops?" She goes, "Oops," and it was like, this was probably late 90s, and remember early 90s, it was kind of cool to have something like shaved in the side of your head, like a lightning bolt or whatever.
That's sort of cool again.
So she was like, well, it'll be cool. And so she put a giant RJ that literally took up the entire side of my head into the side of my head, because she went after one hair and like whoop, across with the like no guard across my head. So
wait, now
that's my horror story of home haircuts.
It's not cool to put your own name into it.
No, it's not. I know. Oh, I know. And we walked out, and we had some friends staying with us from out of town, and I walked out, and she was like, what happened to your head? And my mom in the background going, no, shush, shush, shut up. So, yeah.
Oh, man,
that's my home haircut horror story.
Yeah.
But in other news, yeah.
I cut the little mini-me a few months ago.
Yeah.
And it went very poorly.
Yeah.
Like almost disastrous on my end.
It's 50-50. I feel like
there's too much squiggling at this point in life.
Yeah, my son's a little bit older than yours, so he can sit a little stiller, especially with bribery. But
yeah, when we go to pigtails and crew cuts, he does great because he's sitting in a freaking fire truck.
Yeah, I know.
Watching a movie.
Yeah, I know.
On Disney that he's never seen.
He knows there's a lollipop coming or whatever.
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
right. And the girls,
and it's
nice.
somebody he doesn't know.
Right.
I think that's always the big difference.
Yeah, I've tried it once. I don't know if I'll go back to it in maybe a couple of years.
I feel like
this is why kids get buzz cuts at this age.
That's the reality. Because we're not going too fancy at home with the home haircut.
No, we are not.
Otherwise, you end up with RJ in the side of your head. Oops. What do you mean, oops?
That's hilarious, man. Now, there are some, you have to spend money on, so on the other end of that, I use, of course, for a beard. You notice I actually beard trim for the first time in 2.5 months.
I did notice your chin looks a little retreated.
Yes, it does.
It's slightly farther away than it was previously.
Yes, it was pretty jetted out there. Like Jay Leno. Oh man,
Jay Leno chin.
Yeah, that's the inside joke, that I have to have facial hair so I can have a chin.
Yeah. I've never seen you without, like, in person, seen you without a beard, but I've seen some pictures, and I'm like, I can see why you have a beard. I can understand it.
But yes, I cut 2.5 months of the growth off.
How much does it grow how long would it be before it, like, touched your chest?
Oh, man, that's a long time.
Like some ZZ Top level stuff?
Oh, ZZ Top is years, of course.
I want you to do that.
Even just to touch your chest from, like, a resting position would be, like, maybe 1.5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it grows quick, but not that quick.
Right. And then mine sort of mats up and curls.
So I got a question for you.
What's up?
At what point do we have to start worrying about our eyebrows? Have you encountered like the old man that like literally is like looking through his bushy eyebrows?
Dude, if you don't trim those up already, you're losing. Man.
I don't have to.
It's sort of like roosters and the lady in the chair with your nose hair, man. Like,
hey, I took care of that today too.
Hey,
okay.
Reality, my friend. Reality.
Are you telling me they're bushy?
No, you're not bad. Your eyebrows have always been thin.
I know. I got nice eyebrows.
Yeah, you do. Actually, the last time we did live, someone complimented me on my eyebrows. Those are great eyebrows.
So do you trim your eyebrows then?
Oh, of course, man.
What do you use? Just like a clipper?
Well, yeah, you use an eyebrow trimmer.
Oh.
I mean, it's a 2-in-1, right? It's a 3-in-1. It trims
nose, ears, and eyebrows. Is there a certain order you got to go in?
Definitely.
Like, I don't want eyebrow hair in my nose. I don't want no ear hair up there either.
All right, moving on, man. We're grossing out all our lady friends on Dads of Erie.
I know.
Okay, new park find update.
You don't update me. Don't look at me.
Yeah,
you're the one who found it.
It doesn't have a name yet.
It doesn't have a name. So it's over by Arby's.
It's behind
Sherwin-Williams
Paint and Arby's on 287, right behind there.
So now has east side of 287, kind of behind King Supers over there. Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of sits on the north behind King Supers.
Okay.
In that neighborhood.
Okay.
Now there's a zip line. There's 3 parks. There's a tractor that looks like a normal tractor that is actually climbing equipment.
Oh.
And the seesaw is the tail or the trailer of that.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's a really neat park. And it has a water feature that's going to be really great for the summer.
Like a splash pad type deal?
Like a splash pad that goes into a river.
Whoa.
There's toys mounted in the river to play with the water through the river.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
It's really cool. And they built a sledding hill on it.
That's smart.
Yeah, because we don't have a sledding hill around us right here.
Well, I got a little tiny one at the park over here.
Yeah,
our kid's age is about perfect, actually. But yeah, otherwise you're just going on some random hill,
right?
And who knows who it belongs to or whatever.
Totally. And actually, I need to stop the podcast and welcome our greatest #1 fan of all time,
our first and only fan.
Yes,
John
David or Juan David, as we call him in the family. You know, this man's going to law school, and he has time to
sit, watch, and listen to us talk.
He must be in a study break.
Yeah.
Get back to the books, young man.
He needed to refresh his mind.
Yes, he did. But anyways, it's a really cool park. Like, exceptional. The only thing is there's no restrooms out there yet.
What is wrong with this?
Because Colorado.
They need to understand. They can't get 5 minivans out of 5 minivans if they don't put a restroom and shade out.
That's so true.
If you want 5 minivans on your park, if you want the 5 minivan rating, we need bathrooms and we need shade.
Yep. Because it's right now at the 4.
It's a 4 minivan?
Yeah.
All right,
because the shade and bathrooms.
Unnamed new park in Lafayette, 4 out of 5 minivans. Because there's a lack of bathrooms and a lack of shade.
Yeah. It's always true. Oh, man. And so let's talk about this new park. It's in reach distance of Erie, so it must be said as you have to go visit.
Okay.
It's not,
I mean, we all go to Lafayette anyways because that's where Walmart is.
Right.
It's where the nearest Chili's is.
Right.
Clearly.
Okay, let's talk about the 2 pizzas that sit over there, Rev Pizza and Mod Pizza. Now, there's a new generation of build your own pizzas, sort of like a
Chipotle of pizzas now that's starting up.
What's your take on those 2?
I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
One, I think there's I know we've gone to Mod Pizza a couple times because it's a little bit on the northern end of Lafayette, so it's really affordable. Like it's what, $7 for pizza, and you basically put whatever you want on there, like whatever you want on there.
It's a great
and they'll do
restaurant.
a salad too.
Wow. Yeah, they do. And those
I've always gotten a salad. I've always just gotten a salad.
Really?
Yeah, I've been doing the pizza, just the salad.
Wow.
And it basically is the same thing. They just give you a giant bowl of lettuce, and they're like, "All right, what do you want in it?" You're like, give me pepperonis, give me chicken, whatever."
Pizza Rev now has cauliflower crust, which is a game changer for me.
That's good, yeah.
And one of the best things about this is your kids can order half a pizza. Like one wants chicken and bacon, one wants pepperoni, and they're both satisfied.
Yep.
And then you get to destroy your own pizza.
Yeah. And the other half of theirs.
Totally. I call it the dad disposal, man.
Dad tax. I always tell my kids dad tax when I take bites of stuff.
That's when sugar is in the room.
Yeah.
Dad disposals when leftover dinner.
How much? You're like, I'll eat a slice of cheese pizza, I guess.
Totally. Edit it over. But those two restaurants are really cool. It'd be awesome if one of those was in.
I imagine it's
Erie.
forthcoming.
You think so?
I think I see so many of those around now. I feel like they're in every like shopping center or whatever now.
I mean, everyone in America loves pizza.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a staple than McDonald's is these days.
Oh, I think so. I think McDonald's days are limited.
You think so?
I think if you hear, like, I'm sure it's still one of the biggest restaurants in the world or whatever, but I think they have to figure out how to serve healthy fast food.
No, there's no way they're gonna. I mean, it's in China.
We're all
it's in Russia.
they're never gonna die. But
no,
what we're gonna see is like Erie may never get a McDonald's, but we'll probably get a Pizza Rev or a Mod Pizza or something first.
Yes. Now our Sonic is open now.
I know. I went there for breakfast.
You know what the best thing about that is the app. You can get happy hour.
See the apps. You gotta get the apps,
you
people. You gotta get the apps, people.
Always the apps.
You get the apps. There's coupons and.
Yeah, well, the Sonic is you use the app and you order through the app. You get happy hour prices on everything.
What?
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool. That was kind of like when Wendy's first put out their app and they were giving you a free burger just for having the app.
How cool. Yeah, the apps. But I'm just so thankful that Sonic's here.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous, man.
Well, I know because I stopped to get gas at Key Supers on my way home and I was like, I could get some breakfast.
Yeah, and they have a good burrito.
They have
pretty decent breakfast burrito. It doesn't beat the dugout.
No.
But nothing does.
Nothing does. But I didn't have time or
right.
I can't drive through the dugout. That's not on my way to get gas.
Yeah, anyway, Sonic is open and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what's your one thing let's wrap this up. What is your one thing you're excited about for the holiday week of Thanksgiving, my friend?
For Thanksgiving?
What are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? My friends and family.
Oh, cheesy moment.
In the beautiful town of Erie.
Yes. I'm thankful for the political season to be over.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Again.
I'll change my vote for that.
I'm also thankful for football on Thursday. Is my favorite time to watch football.
Thursday night football?
No, Thursday day at 1:30 in the afternoon. The Cowboys will play every year, guaranteed.
Oh.
And it's a beautiful thing, my friend.
All right.
All right, well, look forward to talking to you again, my friend.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right, guys.
Hey.
Oh, the song had just ended.
Yes,
bad timing on our part.
That is really bad timing on our part. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you checked us out on Instagram Live, John David, hit the books, my friend.
Yeah, my battery died on my phone, so they lost the stream.
And you need to be my lawyer someday.
Yep. We need a lawyer. We're calling you.
Yeah,
Dads of Erie. The official law offices of Dads of Erie.
Oh.
You can hit us up on Instagram, of course, at Dads of Erie. And you can always email us, dadsoferie@gmail.com.
Have a great Thanksgiving week.
Peace out, guys.